Love me too. Now you know it's true. There ain't nothing you can do but love me too.
Welcome. Today, we will be sharing another installment from our Newtown project. If you have joined us before, it's nice to see you again. And if you're joining us for the first time, I'd like to introduce you to our producer, the Hamner Theater, as well as the Newtown Project. The Hamner Theater was founded by Bumi Peterson and Peter Coy in 2005 to tell stories of our community in collaboration with our community. The Newtown Project stems directly from this mission. In 1985, the Greenwood chemical plant exploded, killing 4 people after years of poisoning the community with toxins that leached into the soil and air and water. The area most affected by the chemical plant was called Newtown, an African-American enclave nestled amongst old plantation homes where their recent ancestors might have been enslaved. In the summer of 2018, Bumi brought together a group of local playwrights, directors, musicians, and actors to dive into this history of Newtown and bring their stories to life on the stage. In the last few months, we have shown new works that derived from this research. In November, we brought you Act 1 of The Cherry Orchard. Today, we are sharing Act 2. In the same way that we can look to the past to understand the present, we can look to our theatrical ancestors to see what was on the stage then and how it is similar and connected to what is on the stage now. Taking the bones of old stories, specifically that of the emancipation of the serfs and subsequent social turmoil in Russia as it appears in The Cherry Orchard, and viewing it through the lens of the Newtown Project allows it to be present as part of the examination of the land on which we walk, of the spaces we occupy, and especially upon whose bones we tread. This was originally intended to be a touring show, touring the stately mansions and estates of the Greenwood Afton historical area, investigating the parallels between the shifting demographics in Russia at the turn of the century and the influences of the railroad and emancipation on the Greenwood Afton area. Freedom is a complicated concept, and there are parallels between the Russian aristocracy and serf system in turn of the century Russia, and the plantation owners and system of slavery in 1865 post-emancipation Virginia. When COVID hit, we began to look at doing an audio version. The script we're using for this iteration of The Cherry Orchard is actually what we will use for the audio recording. It is our hope that through this project and through the post-performance Zoomversations, we can forge a sense of community during this time of social distance. It is our hope that these conversations will bring us together to think and gain perspective. It is our hope that by looking to our past, we can make more informed choices about how we approach our future. Thank you all for being here, and we look forward to seeing you after the show. Please look for the Zoom link to join us after the show.
We're in a meadow. It's almost sunset. There are large stones, which I think are old tombstones. There's a little chapel nearby. It's lovely, but decayed. In the distance, you can almost see the cherry orchard. You feel it from here anyway. Farther away, a row of telegraph poles, and beyond that, the shape of a large town. With the sun setting, the clouds look like brilliant red stabs against the sky. I like that. I'm sitting next to Yasha, but Charlotte is here too, and Yepa Kodov is standing around trying to play the guitar. We are thinking about nothing. Charlotta wears a man's hunting cap and has a rifle on her shoulder. She unslings it and is playing with it, aiming at imaginary targets.
Estado. Estado.
In English, bang, bang.
I wonder how old I am. I feel young, but I don't have a passport, so who knows? Long ago, I used to travel with my mother and father to the circuses performing. I used to do the salto mortale, the dive of death. Ça a terrifié les ignorants.
Suddenly, there's a cucumber in her hand. How'd she do that? She eats it, but in a very uncouth way. She's not a lady.
Kommen sodden leven. I like to talk, but nobody I care about ever listens.
What is the what is the earth to me? What matters friends and foes? I do love playing the mandolin.
It's a guitar.
Oh, to the madman in love, it's a mandolin. Oh, the
heart is born by the flames of love returning.
They sing like Ranos Viscosas, or maybe Frosker. What do you think, Yepikotov?
Oh, please turn away. My concentration is elsewhere.
It must be nice to live abroad.
Naturally.
Well, of course. Abroad, everything is constituted in its own complexity.
Goes without saying.
I read terribly profound books, you know. I've studied myself in the heights of Prometheus. But I can't seem to make up my mind whether I want to live or shoot myself. So just in case, I always carry a revolver.
I leave you enchanting people. Yepikotov, you are a brilliant man. Quite terrifying. Women must be mad for you.
As a matter of fact, independently from everything else, I must express my feeling, among other things, that fate, or whatever you want to define as fate, has been cruel to me as a storm is to a small ship. Yes. Yes. I'm a dinghy in the cyclone of life. Well, suppose, let us grant I am wrong, right? Then why did I wake up this morning? To give an example, see an enormous spider on my chest looking at it. And if I take a big drink of kvass, why am I sure to see a cockroach at the bottom of the glass? Puzzle that would stump Pythagoras. Well, however, could I trouble you, Dunyasha, for 2 small words?
Say on.
I possibly be alone with you.
That's 7 words. Oh, of course. Only I'm a little cold. Could you go by the house and bring me my cloak? It's by the cupboard.
Well, all right. I'll get it. Well, of course I will. At least now I know what to do with this revolver.
Mr. Catastrophe.
I do hope he doesn't shoot himself. Do you think he will? Look at my hands. They're soft like a lady's, and I'm so tender and delicate. I'm not fit for common life. I don't know what I'll do if you're just playing with me.
My little cucumber.
Oh, he envelops me, kissing my neck, and then lets me go. Whew. I'm a little dizzy.
A girl needs to respect herself. I won't tolerate a girl that doesn't hold herself to the proper standard.
Oh, I am so in love with you. You're so educated. You can talk about everything.
Yes, I know. Here's what I believe. If a girl loves somebody, she becomes immoral, and only common people are immoral. I like smoking a cigar in the open air.
Lubov! Melenskaya!
Someone's coming.
Kiss me again.
Stop. Stand over there, away from me. Otherwise, they'll think you've been with me. I won't have that.
Oh, that cigar makes my head ache.
Go further away.
I move further away, but I still watch him.
You have to make up your mind. Time's running out. Will you turn the estate into cottages or not?
Smoking cheap cigars.
Gayev is playing imaginary billiards. Ooh, apparently he's just made a fine shot.
Red in the middle, green in the corner pocket. I'd like to go in and have just one game.
You can. Before supper.
Yes or no? Just one word.
Lower your voice. You're scaring the bears.
Lubov looks in her purse.
I had a lot of money yesterday. It seems to have gone. Poor Varya tries to save money. The old people in the kitchen eat nothing but peas, while I scatter money like bird seed.
She drops the purse, scattering coins like bird seed.
Oh, there was money in there.
Allow me to pick them up for you.
Oh, yes, please, Yasha. Thank you. Why did we have lunch at that filthy restaurant, Leonid?